Hello and welcome back. Next in the final part to this project will be, before we color it of course, is designing the outfits and adding those small clues and details. So as I zoom in on this portrait of this group of people, all crowded together to say cheese for a photo, I will continue with my pencil and add some small clues, such as, what does the shirt design look like? Is there a pattern or an image on the shirt? Does it have multiple sections? Is there maybe a pocket? So you, my friends, get to design what kind of clothing are these people wearing. So I'm going to add the smaller clues and details, the pants detail, maybe someone's wearing a chain necklace and there's like a medal on it and it is of importance or meaning. Maybe there's a pencil in their pocket ready for art making. I don't know who these people are that you're drawing. So remember to add those clues as to who they are. And use that pencil. Remember, start with pencil. And once you like something, you can make it more permanent over time. So you can really do some touching up and some details throughout this next set of time together. So add those small clues as to who are these people and why are they important to you that you're drawing. You can use that pencil if it's sharp to really add a little bit more pizzazz to the project. So whatever you end up choosing to draw for your designs on the shirts, you might choose to have them somehow represent the person that those clothes are on. For example, I'll draw hearts all over this person's shirt because it shows how loving they are. But if I don't like that, I've drawn light enough that I can erase my pencil lines and completely change the look, completely change the outfit if I chose to, or the style. I'm changing my mind completely. I want this to be like a vest, like a vest over top. See, I like that even better because it adds another layer. Keep on breaking my pencil. Another layer to this person. Another clue as to who they are. I know a person who wears this vest, so I'm going to draw that. And on the pattern of the shirt, I'm turning that into a skirt attached to the shirt that became the dress. And this dress has polka dots on it. I'm glad that I made that change because it looks even more like someone special that I know. There we go. Maybe I'll put some socks on the person and add how they tie up their boots. Some clues. You can do some real fun things with your small details in pencil. You can add so many cool clues and parts to your portraits. Portraits of people that you know. Try to make them all look a little different unless they're twins, or try to make everything that they wear stand out and look like a little different on each person, so when they're overlapping each other, you wonder what part you're missing. This boy is going to have a lightning bolt on his shirt and a squiggly line. Yeah, there we go. This guy is going to have circles on his shoes for a little design there and laces that are all laced up real tight. This boy's going to have Velcro on his shoes. And his pants have fuzzy inside, so he has those fuzz pants. Okay, like fleece-lined pants for he's still in winter mode even though it's springtime. Speaking of springtime, I added a small circle to represent the sun from a distance. I'm going to add a little bit of texture on this tree before we do anything else. And, in the background, I will add for mine to show where this place is, some blooming flowers like daffodils What will you draw in your background? And maybe just some grass on the other side. Okay, enjoy this process. Remember, pencil should always be first before anything if you can, because that gives you edit options. Like, do I really like what I have here, or can I change it a little bit to make it even more different or more special? And that's another thing to think about. So have fun with this step, and I cannot wait to see after you press play what you want to do next. So pause this video, and when you hit play again, you can see what happens for the grand finale. Thank you. Okay, artists, now that you're ready for the final details, you have a few options for how to complete a drawing such as this. You could choose to get an outline tool such as a marker and trace over the pencil lines. You could keep it with that heavy pressured pencil line and just leave your pencil as is. And either of those options are wonderful. And once you're ready, we are about to get started to color. We're about to color in. So if I were you, if you don't choose to outline your portraits, go and find your coloring supplies. Perhaps you want to use colored pencils or crayons, maybe markers instead. Try to find your favorite coloring supply that you have on hand and meet me back here. I have a lot of outlining to do, and you'll notice as you watch me outline, I'm only outlining the most important parts, the hair and the body itself. No small details am I outlining with my marker because I don't want to get rid of all that hard work we spent so long using pencil for. We don't want to use a thick marker and outline something that took us a while to do with a thin pencil. That would be very frustrating near the end of such a detailed drawing and illustration. Okay, so take all the time you need for that portion. I'm only outlining the most important parts of the family and some details of the background. Follow those pencil lines. If you make a little mistake here and there, that's fine. Even if it's a big one, turn that mistake into something else. Know that accidents do happen, and that's just part of the fun. Like maybe the pants are more wrinkled. That's okay. Maybe you'll have the pants look a little bit more wrinkled than what you originally planned for them to look like. And that is just fine. So enjoy that step. Go slow and careful along each part if you are outlining like I am. And I'll see you after you press play again. So pause this video and come back when you're ready. Okay, so if you've been outlining like I have, you can notice that I left some parts without outlining just to make sure that I wanted all of those small details really truly lined with my pencils. So if it was hair that I colored with my pencil to practice, what I did was I just outlined the outer section, and I'm adding a few lines here and there to give that texture like we discussed just a few minutes ago. So I'm leaving the hair not colored in with my marker. I've just outlined using a tool. And again, before I use my eraser for one last time, the most important part is to investigate and see if you've left any pencil marks untraced. And for me, I'm giving one last look over my drawing. I notice there are just a few sections that I have forgotten to outline, which maybe are the smallest ones that take the most patience, and that's okay. If you go thoughtful and careful through your project, you'll see that things change, and that is fine. And the great part, my favorite part, is to firmly hold down. This requires maybe standing up. Hold your hand firmly over top of the project you're drawing and slowly erase. You'll see that your drawing changes a lot by getting rid of that pencil line. Your drawing becomes free. Free for you, my friends. Oh my goodness, I didn't do those eyes. See why we erase as we go so we can see what needs to be added on. Free of those pencil lines, so you have the best part ahead of you, and that is adding the colors. That is adding those colors to help tell that creative story. And if you left any part untraced, go slow, careful as you erase to see what parts you need to go back over top of. Again, if you chose to outline with a marker like I did. If for some reason you just don't know where your marker is, you didn't have one in the first place, and you're like, I didn't want to do that. That's okay, but this really does give the illustration, the drawing, a very clean and completed look, even if you chose to leave it as a pen line drawing or something like this. This really does clean up your project and give it a finished and completed look. And last and final touches, I was going to draw the texture on the tree bark that was under, growing out from the ground and around, wrapping around the tree. I was going to add just a bit of textures here and there, a bit of textural line work, just on the outskirts, the outsides of my page, to show you guys that a little goes a long way. And this was a very fun drawing to do with you. I wonder what yours will turn out to look like. Remember, lines don't have to be completely drawn. They could be unfinished. There could be open sections. And that's what makes creating fun. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I know that there were lots of steps in these 3 parts to this video, but I know great things are in store for you. So enjoy, keep creating, keep drawing special people that matter in your life, that you care about, that you love, that you want to keep with you in your sketchbook. And I cannot wait to see what you do if you choose to color in your drawings. Let me know. And if you leave them as an illustration like this, that would be terrific as well. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I cannot wait to show you the next one. Bye, guys.